Hi there everybody! Whenever I first saw Arcadian Atlas, I knew that it would be right up my alley, with beautiful pixel graphics, a compelling storyline, job classes, and skill trees. This was just speaking my language. Add to the fact that it was obviously inspired by the best strategy RPG ever made, Final Fantasy Tactics, and I knew that I had to try it out. But how does it measure up to that inspiration? Come with me and let's find out in this review. The game tells the story of a kingdom in turmoil, as the king is dying and the power-hungry, evil queen declared her step-princesses illegitimate heirs to the throne. So now, the evil bitch queen from hell rises to power while simultaneously exiling the two former princesses from the kingdom. The older princess accuses the queen of poisoning the former king and is then accused of treason, while the younger is sent away to live a cloistered life away from the limelight in a monastery. You don't play as those princesses though. Instead, you play as Vashti, a girl sent to escort the younger princess to the monastery. It's interesting though, because you can really see the kingdom split and you can see where their loyalties lie. And nowhere is this more exposed than in the relationship between Vashti and her lover Desmond, who begin fighting together but slowly end up on separate sides of the Civil War. And hey y'all, if you're liking this video so far, please be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe for some more great content. And now, let's continue on with the review. The battles take place in an isometric viewpoint, just like Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre. And if you've played those two great games, then you know exactly what you're doing here. There is a robust job system, which pretty much mirrors that found in Final Fantasy Tactics. And eventually, through your battling, you will be able to promote your character to a new job. However, the job promotions do work in a much more linear fashion here. For example, your mages aren't exactly going to become knights, they're just going to become better spellcasters. And also, whereas in Final Fantasy Tactics, you could have a knight with like summon magic, here you can't really equip a secondary ability. Your characters are pretty much stuck in the job that they're in. But on the same token, the jobs here are much more versatile, and you can have a whole lot more than just 5 characters fighting on a battlefield too. So don't worry, all of your bases will be covered. Experience and leveling works differently here too, because there is no JP. Instead, they work to somewhat eliminate the whole grind by allowing every single character who participates in battle to gain 1 level for that battle as well as 1 skill point, which they can then invest in their active combat skills or into more passive skills. Some more powerful skills might take 2 or 3 points to learn rather than 1, and many skills can be leveled up to become more powerful too. It's really simple to grasp and very intuitive, and it's so nice that you don't have to worry about like a particular character not being able to reach an enemy in order to gain experience or get that hit there. And you don't have to gather everybody up in a cross formation on Mandalia Plains to grind for a year and a day either. All in all, it's a pretty simple yet very effective way of handling leveling, and it's rather quite ingenious if I do say so myself. Also, something to note. Any named characters or special characters will always gain a level with each story battle, whether they participate in it or not. So that really does ensure that you're never stuck in any kind of unwinnable situation later on down the road. There are 4 difficulty modes to choose from, so you can customize the battling to your liking. And please do be aware that just like Final Fantasy Tactics, this also utilizes the 3 turns till you're dead method. So if one of your party members falls, you better scoot your little bum on over there and revive them in 3 turns, unless you want to lose them forever. Between battles, you'll find yourself on the world map, where you can travel between battlefields and towns, as well as dive into the main menu to set up your party. One thing that always bothered me about Final Fantasy Tactics were the random encounters that occurred as you were moving on the world map from place to place. Thankfully, that does not happen here. However, if you do want to level on your own apart from the story, that option is available to you, simply by stopping in at any town and then speaking to the bartender in the tavern. Then you're going to sign over a contract, beat some bitches up, gain your extra levels and gold and rare items, and then move on with your day without having to worry about the tedium of a random encounter. In towns, you can also go shopping, of course, and the items and equipment that they hold will upgrade periodically according to the story. I could really go on about this game, and how surprised I was with all the twists and turns that it told, as well as how happy I was to learn that the choices that I made actually mattered, and they really came back to haunt me hours later. I was pleasantly surprised with the quality found here, and if there is some negatives though, I would say that the character portraits don't really mesh or fit well with the pixel sprite work that the rest of the game uses. And also, I kind of think that the jazzy music doesn't really seem to fit either. I was really missing that adventurous music that they had back in Final Fantasy Tactics. But all told, at the end of the day, this is still a fantastic game. So that's it for my review of Arcadian Atlas. What do you think about the game? And are you going to pick it up? Let me know in the comments. Let's get a discussion going on here, and let's all talk and chat about it, because I would love to hear what you have to say. And if you like what I do here on the channel, please head on over to the Patreon to sign up for early access to my videos and behind the scenes photographs. The link to it is over in the video description. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.